You need this RPO in your offensive scheme if you run the spread. This is a very simple inside zone RPO that can result in any one of 4 different players ending up with the ball and allows you to add screens to your run game. This play may not score many touchdowns, but it should gain 5 yards every time if executed properly, and will set up other plays which we will talk about in future videos. Starting with the first read is the boundary outside receiver running an ace or smoke screen with the boundary slot blocking the most dangerous man. If the quarterback thinks he can get 5 yards, he does a quick fake to the running back, then throws it to the outside receiver's upfield shoulder to create a better yards after catch opportunity. This receiver will read the lead block with the goal to get to the sidelines away from all the bad guys in the middle of the field. Alright, this first play is the ace screen in action. Going into this week, this is the very first play that we run this game. We knew that we were going to be facing either cover 3 or cover 4 right off the bat. So I called this to get these corners coming up so that they're attacking downfield so that we could get something over top of them. So our first 3 plays were actually just this A screen and this RPO. So let's get to it. So we got to it right before the ball snapped. You see, we don't really have anyone in danger, endangering the A screen right here. So it's 2-on-1, which is just an easy read for the quarterback. So we'll have the slot receiver come up. He takes out this guy, quick A screen, and he gets upfield reading the block. And let's see how it turns out. Just like that, just how I drew it up. Does a great job, like truly exactly how I like to teach it. He catches it, reads the block, but still pushes the sideline. If he didn't push the sideline, he's getting tackled at the 41-yard line. Instead, he's running an additional 10 yards. He gained to probably 15 yards on that. We're looking to get minimum 5, so anytime we get plus 10, that's huge. All right, and this was the very next play. We got him to jump off sides with a quick hard count, and I wanted them to prove that they could stop it, so I just called it again. We have the number 2 defender creeping super far inside, so I knew that he wasn't going to be making the play within 5 yards, and the quarterback knew that as well. Another 2-on-1 situation with a block, quick A screen, run up the sideline, almost a carbon copy of what just happened. It's exactly how we want it to run, exactly how we want to teach it. Does a great job, a great block from the slot, and doesn't hurt when your receiver with the ball breaks a few tackles and gets what he can as well. All right, we took a little bit of a break from this play in the game, but we came back with it later once they started showing us this cover 4 look. This number 2 defender is not only super inside, but he's also already like 5 to 6 yards off the ball, with the corner being a good 7 or 8. So I wanted to do it again. It's not as technically sound on this one. I think the receiver runs inside a little bit too much. Our slot receiver could do a better job initiating, but he hangs on to his guy. I think this is a great example of when the number 1 defender from the sideline isn't the most dangerous guy. He comes up and he just sees the first different colored jersey that's closest to the ball, and he goes and attacks. I'd like to see more power in it, but he does enough to where we're able to get around him, and it's not the 15 yards we're getting on the first 2 plays, but we gained a solid 7. Second read is the bubble screen. The slot receiver to the wide side of the field has a bubble, while the outside receiver blocks the most dangerous man. If the QB doesn't like the ace, he goes to the bubble. If he likes it, he sets his feet so that he can hit the slot once again in the upfield shoulder so that the slot receiver doesn't break his stride. Similar to the ace, the slot receiver is reading the lead block with the ultimate goal being to get to the sidelines away from all the bad guys in the middle of the field. In this game, we did a great job of hitting the bubble screen. We got a really nice cover 4 look. This corner is a little too close to where I was 100% comfortable with it. But when you have a guy that you could trust to come up and make the block and won't get your slot receiver running the bubble screen killed, then you do that, because it's 2-on-1. In our offense, the slot receiver to the wide side is always the fastest dude on the field, so you have to trust that he's going to be faster than anyone else that could even make a play on the ball. So the quarterback sees this, got to get this outside receiver to get on the ball a little bit. But once we do that, he runs it. Easy completion. Receiver can do a much better job of just walling the guy off instead of letting him come through. Really good effort from the slot receiver right here to make the dude miss, to react as quickly as he did. But once he did that, we knew it was off in the races. And he did a great job of finishing the play. All right, exact same look, just to the opposite side of the field. This team it wasn't very good, so they didn't learn from their mistakes. We saw it. We're like, let's just run it again. And this corner's off even farther, which makes it an even easier block for our outside receiver here. The quarterback saw it, took advantage, and got a nice easy touchdown. 2 easy touchdowns on the exact same play with a much better block from the outside receiver here. So in this one, we get a really good look for the bubble screen. We don't execute it super well. There's a lot of yardage left on the field here, but I mean, the look is there. This is the look that you want. We see this and we think the bubble screen's wide open. You could do a much better job of sticking to the sideline. He was a first-year player, only his second game. Once later in the year, he knew that he was faster than this guy, would just run to the sideline, but he makes a mistake here, only gets 4 yards when he should have, gained probably 10, 15, 20. But that's a lot of space. If you have dudes that are more experienced, they're able to take advantage of that, then this play is going to be huge regardless. Now, if the QB doesn't like the ace or the bubble, he keeps it inside, running inside zone read option with the running back. We have the play side offensive tackle escaping to the play side linebacker, and have the running back running a same side inside zone, reading the center's butt crack to cut back. If the defensive end bites, the QB keeps it and gets what he can. Right, now I want to show you a couple of clips of us keeping it inside with the read option. So for this one, I called the play and I told him keep it inside. We have a cover 4 look, and this number 2 defender to the boundary was cheating really far inside. We ran the A screen just to play prior, only gained a couple of yards on it, but he was shooting it immediately, so he knew it was coming. I told him just keep it inside. It's going to be there. Not the best angle, but he gives it to the running back, and the running back does a great job breaking 2 tackles and running 30 yards for the touchdown. All right. This is another example of us keeping it inside. We just didn't like the look to the bubble screen. I think we could have gotten it, but maybe we just didn't like the block out here. With this corner playing press, we don't really like the A screen at all, so he kept it inside and made a good read after the play. This team wasn't very good. I don't know what their D end was doing, but he decides to give it. We should be getting a fast 5 from here just to get the D end's eyes on the quarterback. But he just runs straight down the middle. A great job from our play side tackle right here, getting to the second level, setting a block. Maybe not, actually. He gets to the second level and sets the block, and then his running back just runs straight downhill for 9 yards, which in this play, that's better than what we could ask for. This one isn't a super well executed read option. The quarterback makes a great read. We could just do a better job of blocking, realizing he has the ball and blocking for him. But this one right here, the running back takes a little bit of a shot, but the quarterback just covers the ball, gets both hands on the ball, and gets 6 yards on it. And that's when the quarterback's running the ball. When you don't have a game-breaking athlete, I'm not going to complain with 6 yards. All right, a little bit earlier than the clip I just shown, but we called this play again. We really liked this play against this team. Quarterback thought it was best to keep it. I think he could have gone the A screen here, but he didn't like it enough, so I'm cool with that decision. And he does a great job reading the defensive end. He keeps it. We actually do a much better job of realizing he has the ball and blocking for him. Get about 6 yards once again. And just one thing to keep every player on that defense honest. This RPO is very simple to teach and can and has been run at all levels of football, from the little guys at Pop Warner all the way to the NFL, but is mostly seen at the high school and college level. Next time I show you one of the 2 pass plays run as a counter to this RPO. Follow to see when that comes out.